a female. I have acquired various tools to ensure my preparedness against potential threats. Sunglasses, so I can scan my environment and people can't see my eyes. A katana, hopefully I never have to use it. A squirt gun, filled to the brim with a mixture of 3 parts water, 1 part fish sauce. Not undiluted fish sauce because I don't want to ruin someone's day. With these tools, along with my desire for respect and lack of emotional intelligence, I have become alpha. But you never know what situations you might encounter. So instead of going outside and asking for help, I turn to the only place that understands me. Obscure pockets of the internet. Hey, how's it going? I want to introduce you to a man I found on Instagram. His name is Betz, and he makes videos that are mostly about emergency preparedness. His whole slogan is prepared, not paranoid. But honestly, some of his videos seem a little bit paranoid. So one of the first things Larry recommends to help us feel more prepared, not paranoid, is to scan your surroundings.
As I go from the parking lot into the store, I'm transitioning into a new space. So in the parking lot, I've already cleared that it's safe. As I go into a new space, I have to do the same thing. I'm gonna go in there, take a few seconds, observe the environment, see if it's changed, see if something I need to pay attention to. So as I go into the store, I take a second. I look, I notice there's a fire alarm over there. I look and see if there's anything out of place, anything I should be paying attention to. People over here having coffee, everything seems normal. Take a few more seconds and I go about my day into the store and go shopping.
So he just described going into a store. He didn't really add anything extra. He just talked about the fire alarm. What if there's like an emergency diarrhea situation? Where are the nearest bathrooms? I would say that you're way more likely to have an emergency diarrhea situation than have a random fire break out in the middle of the grocery store. Also, what's the worst song to get diarrhea to? Sound off in the comments. I just realized I said the D word like 4 times rapid fire in the first few minutes of my YouTube video. That's gonna be good for the algorithm. Great.
I want to give you a few tips when you're exiting a store. When you come out, if you're not familiar with the environment, take 2 to 3 seconds to scan, see if you see anything that stands out, check in with your instincts to see if anything is going on. If it's an environment you're unfamiliar with, take about 8 to 10 seconds and give a little bit slower scan. When you scan your environment, scan from right to left.
What if I want to scan from left to right? That's how I read. Why do I have to scan right to left? I don't get it.
Give it a good scan, take your time, and then scan from 3 to 5 yards and 20 to 25 yards. This will help you pick up anything that might be an immediate threat or something a little safe out a little bit further.
Dude, if you're not seeing someone run up on you and you have to assess the situation when they're already like within 10 feet of you, you need to probably go to the eye doctor.
Take about 8 to 10 seconds. Give it a good scan. Take your time.
Take my time or take 10 seconds. Which one? Pick one. You can't have both. 10 seconds is not that much time, but I'm already overthinking this. It's too complicated.
If you sense something is off, wait. There's no rush. If you see something not good happening, go back inside. Get a manager. That's what they're there for.
A manager, I see something not good happening. Can you please come outside and help me? Can you please come outside and scan with me?
Give it a good scan. Take your time.
Remember, you have to scan while you're in the parking lot. You have to scan when you get in the store. You have to scan the grocery items that you bought at the self-checkout counter. You have to scan again when you leave the store. That's so much scanning. Just constant scanning.
One night, my wife and I, we were in Brooklyn and we were walking home from dinner and we're walking down the street back to our apartment, and I look ahead and I tell my wife, let's cross the street. And there was a person in front of us and she happened to walk right into this. There was a group of kids hanging out in front of a shop, and sure enough, they started harassing her. And I'm walking by and it's like, why would you even walk into that situation? Get your head out of your phone, learn to scan your environment and what to look for.
Get your head out of your phone. You deserve to be harassed if your head's in your phone. He could have totally been the hero of the story and he chose to just ignore it just to make a case for his Instagram page.
I cover all of that and more in my book, Situational Awareness and Safe Family Travel Strategies.
Yeah, because you can't rely on strangers to help you at all. You have to buy his book.
If you want to keep you and your family safer in everyday scenarios, you need my book.
I was out with my wife, I saw a woman being harassed, and instead of helping her, I went home and I wrote a book.
We're going to pull into our gas station here. Now, this is my town, so I always know pretty much a baseline of what the town is like. But if I was in another place, in a city that I didn't know, and I had to get off at an exit and I wasn't sure where I was, I got to be on a heightened level of awareness.
A heightened level of awareness? That sounds kind of paranoid to me. Like a heightened level of awareness at all times? I mean, I understand certain situations, yeah. Probably want to be a little bit more aware, but it's like all the time? That sounds paranoid.
But this is my area, this is my town, so I know right away if something doesn't fit in.
You never know what's gonna go down. Like what? People buying the old hot dogs that have been rotating for like 72 hours and are covered with all kinds of nasty ass bacteria and shit? and they eat them and they get food poisoning, okay, then that is an emergency diarrhea situation.
When I go to get gas, I pull up, and this is an excellent spot. If something goes wrong, I have a quick exit. So I'm here, but I have an exit right there. So when I get out to pump gas, I have a plan already in my head on how to get out of here. As I mentioned before, this is my neighborhood, so I pretty much have a good baseline, what everything looks like. But always remember, any scenario you're in could shift. People are the most unpredictable variable in any scenario. So I'm here, I see local people doing what they're normally doing, but at any second, a clown car could roll up with a bunch of clowns looking to get out to do clown stuff. And I gotta be ready for that.
A clown car could roll up with a bunch of clowns in it looking to do clown stuff. That's such a funny line. What is clown stuff? Like throwing pies in each other's faces? Pulling an endless chain of handkerchiefs out of their buttholes? What do you mean by clown stuff?
I want you guys to take a look at this video of a bunch of clowns in Virginia.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that's a bunch of clown stuff.
Clearly, cameras are not a deterrent. They're great to record what's happening, and a camera could help give you some time to implement your safety plan, but a camera's not going to stop a bad guy from doing bad stuff.
And it's not going to stop clowns from doing clown stuff, frankly.
Something else everybody should know, when you put the pump in your gas station, you could drive away. It's not going to explode.
It's not going to explode. I've tried it. Trust me. Trust me, I've tried it. It's fine.
Okay, they're designed to automatically shut off, so your safety always comes first. So if I'm pumping gas and I see the environment shift,
If you see a clown car stuffed to the gills with clowns, it's completely safe to just rip the hose straight out of the pump. Don't worry about the repair costs. You just gotta get out of there.
I gotta get out of here.
One of the ways Larry assesses threats is he looks for what he calls pre-event indicators.
I just want to have a little discussion about pre-event indicators. If you're in a parking lot or walking into a store and you pick up on something that makes you pay attention, things like their nostrils flaring, clenching their jaw, excessive sweating, and appearing to be in a trance, like a 10,000-yard stare, those are all pre-event indicators that this person may be planning an attack.
Yeah, planning a panic attack. You are describing me when I'm having a panic attack. Nostrils flaring, clenching my jaw, sweating.
These are things you need to pay attention to and avoid at all costs.
I watched many of Larry's Instagram reels while I was making this video, and if you thought the millennial pause was bad, take a look at this clip.
Hey guys, hey.
It takes so long. That's not me editing it at all. It took him 5 seconds to start talking.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I just wanted to give you a quick update on the ditch lights.
I just want to give a quick update on the ditch lights.
I had them installed last week and I was able to take the truck out into a parking lot and I scanned back and forth.
He scanned back and forth, right to left, not left to right.
And then I put the ditch lights on and you'll see an amazing difference. And then I drive around the parking lot because I didn't want to do this on the road because, you know, safety third, right?
Safety third? Isn't the saying safety first? What? Then what's first? What's first before safety? You're the emergency preparedness guy. Why is safety third? And what's second?
So you're out on town with your friends and you're going into a new environment. Once again, you're going to perform the 10-second rule. You're going to go into the new environment, scan, see for the best spot to sit.
You're going to ask the server, can I have a booth, preferably by the window, so you know I can look out and people watch.
So let's go inside and see what we have. So when I did my scan, I noticed I have a fire extinguisher over here. Fire extinguisher is great for an improvised weapon if you need something.
Or extinguishing fires.
So I know where it is. I can access it quickly, and then it's also close to an exit.
He talks about the fire extinguisher, not for its actual purpose, but to be used as a weapon. Like, if there's an actual emergency situation, I'm getting the out of there. I'm not taking 3 to 4 minutes to scan my environment to locate the fire extinguisher so I can go find whoever it is causing the emergency and go hit them upside the head with it. Like, what even is that? It's like so violent, such a violent fantasy situation.
Hey everybody, it's fall. It's going to be getting darker earlier, and I think everybody should have access to a good flashlight at all times. Please don't rely on your phone. If you have to get your phone flashlight on, you're going to look down, hit the code, and then turn the flashlight on. It's not a great flashlight.
Remember, the flashlight on your phone is a little bitch, and you need to get a big dog like this one.
Get a good flashlight, keep it readily available, okay? I like a Surefire. I have a tail cap activation, so if I need to open up a car door, open up a door, move my child.
I need to move my child. What kind of child is small enough that you can move them with one hand while you're holding a flashlight in the other? First of all, if they're that small that you can do that, you should be holding them with 2 hands, Larry.
Carry groceries. I still have one hand free, okay, to access all the positions that I need.
It's so big you have to rest it on your shoulder. First of all, do you realize how f***ing heavy that thing is? I have a baby one, and it's pretty heavy for as small as it is. Let me show you how much these flashlights weigh. Yeah, the ones that police use are like 3 pounds if you load them up with 6 batteries, because it takes those giant D batteries that are huge. If I put one of those in the normal type of pants I wear every day, I'd likely pants myself in front of everyone, and everyone's gonna see my bush and bare butt cheeks, and that's not good for anyone.
I wanted to review first aid kits today. What I like to do personally is build my own kit.
Larry builds his own bespoke first aid kits. I wouldn't expect any less from you, Larry.
I'm not sure if you saw the plot that was uncovered yesterday in New York City. It was called a denied service attack. Now this has happened in other parts of the country where 911 has gone out. If something like that were to happen in New York, do you have a plan? What we have here is I've joined a radio group and I've learned how to use my Bofang radio, and my wife has one as well. So if there's a situation or scenario where 911 goes out and we don't have the ability to use our cell phones, we have a backup.
Oh shit. It looks like it's time for an update. Flashlight, because you don't want to be fumbling around with the flashlight on your phone like an idiot. First aid kit. Shit. Walkie-talkies. Kiss. Come in, She-Wolf. Do you copy? What was that, baby? The hell was that? I love you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like She-Wolf has left her post.
One of the reasons in self-defense we like to talk about distancing and situational awareness is if you allow somebody to get really, really close to you, you never know what that person has on them and what they're capable of doing. So something like this.
Oh shit. If you're around this guy and you're wood, you better think twice. If you're a plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy, you're not gonna have a good day around Larry.
Remember this video from a few weeks ago I did at a restaurant? I wanted to give you an update. In that restaurant, everything was fine. I had options, I had a sprinkler system, smoke alarms, fire extinguishers. I wanted to discuss, I went out to lunch this past week with my daughter back in New York, and we went to a restaurant, walked in, I was able to see all the exits. I walked in, I scanned all the tables, sat down, I looked up at the ceiling. It was a wooden ceiling.
I looked up at the ceiling, it was made of wood. I wanted to stab the wood.
As we were having lunch, made this discussion, everybody's like, wow, that's important. My daughter, who actually happens to be in TV and film, works in locations, she's like, Dad, I have to do this every time I'm on set. I have to make sure that all the emergency exits are open, that we have fire extinguishers accessible.
We have fire extinguishers accessible in case anyone gets rowdy, I can hit them with it.
Take a look at these videos. If you're out shopping, there's a chance you're probably going to be distracted. Couple of tips. As you see, these people lost their purse. 1, keep your purse closed. 2, you may want to get a clip like this to clip your bag to the shopping cart, okay? This will slow anybody down, and as soon as they try and pull the bag, they're pulling your cart. That should wake you up.
You're going to the grocery store completely asleep. Wait, how am I supposed to sleep in the grocery store if I'm constantly scanning my environment? The comment on this video is so funny. It says, put a chihuahua in the purse, and it's spelled the best way possible. There's all kinds of videos on his channel. Most of them are about being prepared, not paranoid, but some of them are about chocolate.
How one chocolate company makes some of their products.
Closer look at their ingredients revealed the brand's famous melting center isn't actually chocolate. It's solidified vegetable fat.
And the bleached fat is the start of something so much worse.
Why is it edited this way? It's edited like a horror movie.
LINDT's truffle scrapes in at under 20% cocoa content, bulked with cheap fillers to legally pass as chocolate.
Oh no, it's under 20%. First of all, I love dark chocolate. That's not even 100% cocoa. I like a good 70%. That's not 100%. Doesn't mean it's bad. Like, what, something has to be 100% cocoa for you to like it? You're not gonna like it. It's gonna taste like the color black, because I've had a 100% cocoa bar before, and it tasted like the color black, and it wasn't awesome.
To get dirtier, this load is fused with petroleum-derived vanillin.
What, are they trying to make me hate Lindt chocolate? I love Lindt chocolate. It's my favorite. Yeah, nice try. Nice try, bitch. You think you can make me hate Lindt chocolate? Okay, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Let's watch a nice calming video.
This is a common home invasion scam that's been going around for a while. Guys show up at your front door and they say there's a gas leak in the neighborhood and they need access to your home. Never open up the door. Talk to them through an intercom or a Ring camera. If they rush you to try and get into your home, it's probably a scam.
Remember, if they rush you, point a gun at your head, it's probably a scam. But what if there really is a gas leak and the gas company comes and asks you to evacuate? Uh-oh, now I'm paranoid and not prepared. I do want to say this is all in good fun. Please don't go bother Larry. He seems like a nice guy. This is just me goofing on him. Please don't go harass him. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like the video, because each like equals 1 second I will add to scanning my environment the next time I visit the grocery store. Thanks for watching. Bye. It looks like She-Wolf has left her post.